Hello everyone. I apologize. I haven't made any tutorials in a while. Please forgive me and I would endeavor to do better. So now I posted a fun Just Name It challenge and I had actually committed to doing more this time because the last season there were no females in like the top lead and I took that. I wasn't happy about that. That was very inspirational. So hopefully I'll stay on track. But this one looks fun, so I'm gonna do it. So basically, you need to pull all the characters from Rick and Morty. It's basically a cartoon, an adult cartoon, if you're not familiar with it. It's pretty fun, honestly. It has like lots of sci-fi elements. And there's two levels for this. For the beginner level, you just need to successfully make the API call. And then for intermediate, you need to implement a recursive loop, okay, to handle paginated API responses. Okay, so I might use a loop. I'm not going to use the actual recursive loop. So there's two ways I'm going to do it. I would show you the way with the loop, and I'll also share another way because I'm actually curious to see which method is faster. Um, so I'm going to show you both. Okay, let's get started. So you just need to click on this URL. So you can see here, they actually do have several endpoints, and we're interested with the character one. So we need to select this URL and just copy it. And then we go to KNIME. And we need to use the get request node. This is what you need to use to make API calls. Paste the URL and click on OK. Okay, so around this, usually when dealing with APIs, your first step should be to read the documentation and then see if you need an API key. But this one, it looks very straightforward. There's no documentation I can find, and it looks like it's a public API, so you don't need all of that, which is fantastic. Okay, very good. It shows us right here that there is 42 pages, so we know that. But we need to be able to edit the URL actually for the page number argument. And okay, they have it here. So it's right here. So you just need to put a question mark and then what page you're looking for. So that's pretty much the information we need. So just remember there's 42 pages. Okay, so we're gonna do the first method, which is a loop. Let me build it out and make sure it works. Okay. So counting loop starts, we are gonna set this to loop to 42. Okay, and I'm going to make a table creator node with my URL. I'm just gonna call it, as I like to do, I'm gonna call it URL pre because it's the first part of the URL. We're gonna need to add the arguments for the page number later. Okay. I'm gonna put it here. It's again set to 42. Now I want to see if there's a flow variable which tells me my iteration, and it does, which is great. Okay, so the max iteration value is actually 42. So what I'm going to do, because we're off one, we need to start at 1 and at 42. I'm going to get a math formula to increment that by 1. Current iteration plus 1. And it needs to be an int, and I'll just call this page number. Ooh, page number. Okay, so now we have our page number. So now I'm going to take a string manipulation node to construct my URL. And just to recall exactly what it's called, the argument for the page number is called, so it's just question page, okay? Lowercase, cool. So I'm going to construct my URL. I'm going to call it URL, and I'm going to say join. Oh, join is lowercase, just join my URL pre, okay, and then question mark page. I think, does it have equals? I think, I'm not sure. And then because the page number is an int, you need to convert it to a string, okay, and join the string of the page number and close that argument. That should be my URL. Just gonna verify again if it does have an equal sign. Maybe I should have copied this somewhere else. So, okay, yeah, it does have an equal sign. Okay, so now we look at the URL to make sure it makes sense. And yeah, looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to do a loop. Sorry, the get request node. I'm going to connect the get request node, and I'm going to have it take it from the column for the URL. Okay. And then I'm going to do my loop end. Actually, before I do my loop end, I think I would rather parse my table first and, select what I want and all of that. So I'm gonna first do a JSON path. Actually, I think I'll do that at the end. Maybe it'll be faster to do it all in one go. Okay, let's try that. So, okay, hopefully this should work. Let me just do it incrementally and see. Then the next one. Just make sure we're getting page 2. So yeah, okay. So yeah, page 3 is the next. That shows me that this is page 2. Okay. So I'm gonna let this run. Oh, I forgot to time it. I was meant to put a timer node. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I think that took about 20 seconds. Okay. So now I am going to parse my data. So what do I want? I want the ID and I want okay, so I'm adding collection query. That means that it's going to go through all the results and give me the ID for everything. Okay, that's why you add the collection query. Okay, and then I'm going to add the name. I'm also going to add the species just because I'm curious. Okay. Ooh, let me also take the gender because why not? Okay. All right, so we parse that and we also need to ungroup this information. I'm just gonna remove some of the columns before I do that. Oh, you know what? Actually, one more. I think I'll do that later, just to double check. I'm gonna also extract the page number, the URL with the page number, just to make sure we got all the pages. Let me just drop some stuff we don't need because I like to clean up my workflow early in the pipeline so it doesn't become slow. I hope you guys can hear me clearly because I have been using my headset for better audio, but it's at work, so I couldn't use it. I'm using my laptop mic, so hopefully this is clear. Okay, we don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need, we don't need this, okay? And then you can see everything is in a set. We want it to be broken up into individual items, so we need to use the ungroup node. So I'm approaching 10 minutes, and I think LinkedIn only allows 10 minutes. So I think I might split this into 2 parts. So the second part is going to show you the second method. Okay, so the ungroup is open. Now we simply just need to click on OK. It automatically detects which of those are in a list or a set. So you don't need to do anything here, to be honest. You just run this. And we have our character. See, there's 826. And if we go back here, oh, did I delete that? Oh, I think I moved it. Okay, well, if we go here, I think it has it in the first thing. So we can see that there are 826 characters. So I think we got them all. And we can just verify the pages that we got done, all the pages also by taking another JSON tag. And we can also extract we can just take the next, we can just take the next page, okay? And then we can just check this column here. Kind of hard to get that big. Okay, and we can see that the pages are increasing. So yeah, we got them all. Gotta catch them all, caught them all, so that's great. So that's how I would do it. This is technically not a recursive loop. I hope you guys don't mind me cheating. Maybe I'm gonna try recursive loop by myself, and if I get it to work, I might make a follow-up video with that method. And I might also show you the other method I talked about, but I don't really see any strong advantages for that method, to be honest. But I'll show you anyways in case you're curious. I'm just gonna see if it's faster. But yeah, this is honestly how I will handle a challenge like this, not using recursion, but just using something like this. All right, thank you for watching. Have a great one. Goodbye.